Hi guys, and welcome to the When I Was Your Age podcast. We're all in lockdown in the UK, so Dan had an idea that there's more to the world than the COVID virus. So Dan has chosen a couple of random stories that he thinks is worth discussing. So, well, Dan,
I went looking through news stuff, and it was the only stuff that was like not related to like the thing that we can't talk about on YouTube or something, isn't it?
Yeah, there's things that we can't say, but we're not giving advice on it. So these news pieces. Do you want to start off? See, I just say Dan was supposed to do this intro, and then we started pressing record, and Dan suddenly realised he hadn't done an intro or didn't even know what the show was called. So with that, let's have a look at what your first piece of news is, Dan.
Well, yeah, but yeah, wow. Hang on. Yeah, no, but this is like stuff where I was looking through news stuff, and
just give me
this
the first
was only. Yeah.
What? This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, okay.
I don't want to send it. I'm not reading it. You just tell me what the headline is.
Yeah, I'm reading it now. So, Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos may be restoring Colombia's ecosystem.
Well, this is because during the 80s...
you know what this is, do you?
Yeah, when he was at the height of his cocaine powers, he imported a lot of hippos, and apparently they were after his big house was taken over by the government and left to rot. These hippos just started to go wild, and now they're like indigenous to an area they never were originally indigenous to.
Oh,
this is an old fact.
I didn't have a clue. I was just looking through.
It's not breaking news, Dan.
It says 2020.
Yeah, but this is something we've known since the 80s, that he bought a lot of exotic animals, and in Colombia, they got the climate to support it. So when he died and got killed, and the government, like I said, took over his premises, no one wanted to look after these. So they just basically opened the gates to his like kingdom, and just let all these animals. I imagine he bought tigers, because everyone was buying tigers in the 80s.
But it says by nearly 80 hippos. So why does this guy have so many hippos?
He's a drug lord. What else are you going to spend your money on after you bought everything?
Yeah, if I had that much money, I think I would buy hippos. But
you go crazy with it, didn't you? And then gold-plated hippos, and then all sorts of things. But no, they just couldn't spend their money. They were having so much money coming in. They were buying houses, and then filling those houses with cash, literally filling them so you couldn't walk in, and because no bank would take the money. So then you just got to find weirdly amusing ways to spend that money.
So Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, we go with that.
Pablo Escobar.
Escobar. Yes, it's perfect pronunciation.
Well, it says Escobar.
Escobar.
Oh, Escobar. I don't even know who the hell this guy is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's go to the...
Is he alive?
He's clearly not alive, because multiple times in the last couple of sentences I've said after he died and then got...
I was reading the hippo news.
He's the most famous drugs baron ever.
Never heard of him.
Yes, you have. I've talked about him multiple times.
No,
I think we've talked about it in one of the episodes that we've already recorded.
Nope.
Okay, so let's have a look at any more breaking news.
Shut
breaking news from 1988.
Shut up, dude. This is a stupid one, right? Because I felt bad. Bird lover hit with £100 littering fine after feeding seagulls scraps from his McDonald's meal.
Oh,
this is sad, isn't it?
Was he caught throwing away cartons, and then he said, "Well, I was just feeding the seagulls."
I don't know. There's a little picture of the man here. He looks quite oldish, not that old, but he looks like a super friendly guy. He looks like he might have been a teacher in his past.
Yeah, McDonald's is the cornerstone of any nutritious diet for a seagull. He's just part of the problem. He should be jailed, if anything.
£100, but it's a seagull. Seagulls eat anything anyway.
Doesn't mean we should be feeding them McDonald's wrappers.
Yeah, at the same time, I didn't see this when I first looked at it, but it says scraps from his... So he's just feeding the seagulls paper from his burger.
Yeah. How was that news? Isn't it? That's crazy.
Well, yeah, this is.
Where did this take place?
It's on a Wales thing. It's on Wales Online.
That's typical Welsh news. This is, yeah.
Yeah, so this is when all the stupid stuff started coming. When the Wales stuff started.
I love how this old guy, he sees the world has been taken over by a virus, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna phone the Welsh newspaper now because there's an injustice going on here. I got fined for feeding seagulls scraps.
But at the same time, if he's feeding seagulls scraps, is he a bird lover?
No.
You'd give him some of your chips or something, wouldn't you? Not the paper that they come in.
Oh, I bet he looks suitably pathetic on the photo as well, as if like, oh, little old me.
Yeah, he does look a bit like but he does look a bit like he could be in a different world. He could have been like a mob boss type person.
Yeah, he got caught littering, is what I think.
Yeah, probably.
Have you seen what people are doing with toilet duck? You know that stuff that you squirt all over the inside of your toilet to keep it smelling fresh.
And the bottle shaped as a duck. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen. I know what you're on about, only because when I go to shops, I think, oh, that bottle looks like a duck.
Well, people have been feeding them bread now, haven't they? On their Instagram and stuff.
What, the bottle of bleachers?
Yeah, they're feeding the duck.
What?
Yeah, I was told about it today.
Right, okay, ready for the next one?
I was having a sip of my beer.
Right, this one is another Wales Online one, and I thought, I looked at this one, and I thought, this made the news. It's stupid. You can now dress up like Doctor Who's Jodie Whittaker. Did I say?
Jodie Whittaker.
Thanks to the Welsh clothing firm.
So you couldn't, before this, you couldn't dress up as it.
That's what I mean. What's that about? Why?
Well, what kind of unique look has Jodie Whittaker got? It's just regular clothes, isn't it?
Well, there's a picture by her, and there's like a blue jumper with a darker blue scarf, and the lines on the scarf and jumper sort of match.
So basically regular clothes, though.
Yeah, you could have just bought a Halloween costume off eBay.
Now that headline should be like, you can now dress like Cyberman because of a Welsh clothing outfit.
Yeah, I was thinking as well. It's like all of the Doctor Who's, like, well, I was gonna say characters have all dressed funny. So why do you want to dress like a Doctor Who character?
But they dressed funny with regular clothes.
Yeah, it was all.
What an arrogant statement from this company who makes clothes. You can now dress like a particular celebrity only thanks to us.
If that's the costume there, though, it is a cool jumper.
That is Wales is okay.
There's quite a few from Wales.
I love all the Welsh news. I go on it every day. Didn't see these ones though.
No, I scrolled quite past. It was like 50, well, more than 50%. It was all like the virus type stuff, and then I just picked a random one that weren't a part of that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's another Wales one.
Right.
Because these ones are the stupidest one. So, do you know the situation we're in now?
Yeah.
Right, so Dean, the situation we're in now, the thing, what can we call it other than... Because we're not allowed to say it, are we, on YouTube?
I think we are in a lockdown. I prefer to think that the government has grounded us.
Yeah.
Grounded.
We've all been... Yeah.
Sent to our rooms. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, yeah, so what can we say, like, other than that word?
Lockdown. I'm pretty sure we can say lockdown.
Yeah, but this is something lockdown.
We're allowed to say whatever we want on YouTube. It's just that we're not going to be monetized. And as we're not making that much money.
Yeah. Right, so the next one, right?
Yeah.
Man breaks into a fish and chip shop, then steals charity boxes hours after something lockdown.
Does she understand how fish and chip shops work?
I didn't even know fish and chip shops had charity boxes.
No, you always see them. You always see a little like plastic tub.
Like a little jar, like where you could just pop the money in. It was like a little...
Well, this reminds me of that Welsh headline I read too. Excuse me, a couple of days ago, or a week or so ago, when some thieves in Wales broke into a church. Remember I was telling you? They broke into a church to steal their charity box. But they broke in with the headstone of a dead kid.
Oh God, yeah, that was a bad one. That was Wales Online, was it?
That was Wales Online as well. And it's like, we're breaking into a church. How can we make this worse? Oh, let's get a headstone. Okay, I love where you're going with this, John, but how can we make that even worse? Okay, let's get a kid's headstone. And let's get a charity box. I want to go straight to hell after this. But yeah,
is that it for that one? Oh.
No, because it's stupid. This woman is probably thinking, I need to provide for my kids, so I'm gonna go up the shop. I'm gonna steal me some fish and chips, and then she breaks it. She realizes,
on the CCTV like thing, well, on the security camera thing, it's a picture of him dressed up in a massive puffy coat. I've lost.
What was he expecting? Was he expecting to steal? He probably got in there and he's like, I'm gonna get some fish and chips. Where do they keep the fish and chips? Oh shit, they actually cook them fresh, do they? So he probably tried to turn all the cookers on, right? Had to find out where they kept the spuds, and he basically done the whole job of running the restaurant. Well, screw this! I'm taking the charity box.
Well,
and I go to another, and he spent that end in another fish and chip shop, and then realized lockdown meant lockdown for everyone.
Do you think? Do you think he stole other stuff? But that's more of like a headline, isn't it?
Oh, again, right? You're in lockdown, okay? Maybe you didn't plan it properly.
This was just before lockdown.
Yeah, but you know it's coming, and you know you haven't planned it properly, right? So you think, okay, I'm gonna risk my freedom and do over a shop, And he probably walked past a newsagent, he probably walked past a supermarket, and then he zeroed in on an empty chip shop. He's like, I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna break into this chip shop. I'm gonna be rich.
He climbed through a little tiny window as well. Do you know the windows that are like up high and you spin it and like open it? It's like up high window.
Oh, rob the chip shop. Rob it during the time it's open. It's like I've never once thought.
Dude. I'd really like a bunch of them wooden forks.
Yeah, it's just.
But you can get them for free anyway, can't you? Just go buy chips. Oh, it's just stupid. Like, oh yeah, like what's happening? Yeah. Because as well, I can't imagine. Well, maybe it's completely wrong, but I can't imagine many people put money in a charity box in a fish shop.
Well, even if they filled it full with £2 coins, right? The most you're gonna walk away with is about 170 quid.
Yeah, they're small boxes. It's not gonna be like a lot of money.
No, it's he was. I don't know. That's the worst I've ever. That's terrible. That's like breaking into a church for a charity box. At least you can assume that. I don't know.
It's
if you're a criminal and you're only targeting charity boxes, you're shit.
Maybe it's the same guy though that going around stealing loads of charity boxes, and that's what he wants his like villain name to be, like a charity box.
Did he have a child's headstone with him?
Yeah,
or did he pick the lock with the bones of the corpse?
Oh my god.
What's your next
okay. Right, okay. So this one, Dean, is that you gotta remember it was on the news, so this one's 100% real.
All of them are better real. They're so boring. That's why these actually probably happened, didn't they?
No, but this one's definitely real because it wouldn't have made the news otherwise.
Go on, Em.
So this guy, exorcist, saw demon with no eyes mimicking possessed teen in chilling ritual. So I watched a video about this.
Okay, say that again. An exorcist saw a demon possess a child.
No, I don't know what it says. It's the saw is like a saw, like SAW, in like brackets.
Exorcist saw.
So yeah, demon with no eyes mimicking possessed teen with chilling ritual. So I watched the video, right? This will explain a bit more, right? Because I was like, what's this? This is crazy. So I watched the video, and it's basically, I don't know where it was, but they were, weren't talking English, but they were all shouting at this teenager sat in a chair, and he was just like twitching his shoulders and talking funny. He was like, and it was just like, I don't know. I just thought this one was stupid, so I thought I'd put it in.
Well, is it serious enough?
How do they know? Like, because we don't believe in that stuff. Well, you do a bit, I guess. Do you?
Oh no, I believe in exorcists because they're real.
But it's like how can you tell if it's a real one then? Which it wouldn't be.
This is what I find interesting.
A teenager that some teenagers really want to be like attention type thing. Maybe it was just
that's probably the core, the true thing, right? But what I find interesting is that the Catholic Church, they actually have a department for exorcists, for trained priests, to go out and all around the world and perform exorcisms. So they believe in it enough to have dedicated professionals spend their life training for and executing on these exorcisms. So, and in a lot of places, they genuinely help people.
Right, that is a bit creepier. That makes it feel a bit more real than just...
Yeah, it's easy to laugh at, and I do laugh at it, and they clearly are dealing with mentally disturbed people.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's more like he could just have he could have just been having like maybe he had a mild sort of like Tourette's. That's why he was twitching and but they just thought it was a demon instantly. Yeah.
Or because it's like a teenager sort of thing. It could be like an attention-seeking thing. It's so many reasons why. But, it happens enough, like I said, that the Catholic Church actually has people going out and about. And these are, for all other intents and purposes, they're level-headed people who still believe in this. And you've got to assume they believe in it because they see enough evidence to confirm their beliefs.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That does make it a bit more creepy.
Yeah.
It does make it seem a bit more
They're definitely not
real.
dealing with ghosts. They're definitely not dealing with ghosts. But still, there's people out there right now getting probably ready to do one.
So I'm looking at the page of this, I got the tab open, and it says that headline, demons so mimicking possessed chilling ritual, stuff like that. Scroll down a tiny bit, just underneath that headline, Philip Schofield's face. That's his face.
Ugh, creepy bastard.
He's smiling quite a lot too. I don't know why his picture is there, but his picture's there.
Really don't like that guy. And I don't really want to go into it either.
No.
I got nothing constructive to say about that person. So, what other crappy news we got?
What do you mean crappy?
No, it's not.
This is gold.
No, I know. It's not me saying you picked crap news. But it's nice news to be talking about.
What I thought was interesting is, with all this lockdown stuff happening, we can still find stupid news on Wales Online.
Yeah, when there's only one thing in this world right now is worth reporting on, Wales Online, you can trust them to go and filter out and search for the shit.
Yeah.
I know this last one wasn't from Wales Online, but they...
No, this one wasn't from Wales Online, but the next one is.
Oh, good.
Right. Woman riding mobility scooter caught with stun gun and drugs.
Nice. No one ever looks at those grannies. I've been saying this for years. Right, they could all be drug runners.
So she looks quite badass, to be fair. She looks like if she won past you on a mobility scooter, it looked like she would shoot you with a stun gun if you knew she had one.
I pass one every day at the same point in the road, every single day on the way home from work, and she looks like a piece of shit. She blocks up. She always crossing the road by where I gotta walk past, and she's always blocking the pavement while she waits, and I gotta walk out in front of her, and I want to smash her so hard in the face. And I know she's 70.
Because she's got a stun gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, I don't know if she's connected or she's packing heat, so I ain't gonna touch her. But I was gonna kick a shit out of her before this lockdown.
So it says, police stopped a woman in Cardiff who was riding a mobility scooter and smelt strongly of cannabis. They found her carrying a stun gun. So it weren't like she was driving around with like heroin and that. It was just cannabis.
No, but you got to be brave as a policeman to pull over a woman with unless she had a history of causing aggro. Because you think as a police officer, you wouldn't want someone to catch you on video harassing a woman in a mobility scooter, would you?
Well, it's weird because I'm reading it, like scanning it by quickly, And it doesn't really say much. Oh, hang on. Oh no, I'm pretty. I don't know. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, yeah. So she was a bit suspicious.
Yeah, so she's obviously
90 when
caused
she was
people
jailed alongside some. I'm not going to say names. Should I say names or no?
Yeah, it's for the public record.
Right. So Miss Sherwood was 19 when she was jailed alongside Michael O'Brien and Darren Hall in 1988. He spent 11 years in prison following a wrongful conviction of a murder of news agent.
Okay. I just want to stop you there because she served.
What was that?
Wow. We just had a drop in off Alexa.
Oh.
I don't see why you should be shaming this woman's criminal past, Dan. She served her debt to society and now she's trying to make a go of herself. Now, you've just named her on a podcast with a co-collaborator who had nothing to do with this new crime.
Yeah, you told me to.
You should be absolutely ashamed of yourself because this is the problem with society. This is why we're all being sent to our rooms because people like you won't let the past go.
Yeah, she looks like a cool person.
Oh, now you're changing it too. Now she's a cool person, but now you were trying to say she was a criminal who deserved to be harassed.
That stun gun she had looks dangerous. Jesus. It looks like she. It looks like
in the video. You've got a picture of this.
Yeah, I'll have it. Oh, hopefully I'll have it. I've been scared.
Let's not just stop at naming and shaming her name. Let's put it on the video and that bitch get it off the streets. And if we can't get the police to take her off the streets, let's get people to go around her house and smash her up. Yeah, I'm with you on this, Dan.
But do you know what is strange? Going back to just it does. I quickly read it just now when you were talking, and it doesn't say if she needs the mobility scooter. If that's just her like car type thing. That's
I love it, Dan. You now say it. I love where you're going with this. So now she's obviously faking it. She doesn't need a mobility.
No, that's
I love it. Let's just. I reckon she touches kids as well, inappropriately.
Well, it doesn't say that. No, but I'm just saying.
But we don't have to see that.
Neither of us can drive, so it would be easy.
I could drive a mobility scooter.
That's what I mean. It's like I would get a mobility scooter if I was desperate to drive one day.
You wouldn't.
But I guess
you would never be on a mobility scooter.
I guess it
Imagine
wouldn't.
imagine like meeting this really. Imagine meeting this really pretty woman and you're out in the shopping and you're like, and you hit it off with them and you're like, oh, do you want a date? I'll come and pick you up on Friday, and you rock up in a mobility scooter with a trailer.
Just sit in the basket I got in the front. I'll drive. You can sit in the basket.
You gotta have I couldn't publicly ride a mobility scooter. I don't care how bad my legs get.
But then I do know a guy that goes around in one, and it's like he pops to the shops and that every now and then to just in the scooter, just pops to the shop. It's not that far away. Comes back with his shopping in the basket, and then just goes back in his house.
Yeah, but you're a 20-year-old man, right? So you couldn't ride a
20, I'm not that old.
Yeah, but you couldn't ride a mobility scooter comfortably for another 30 years, could you? Really?
Why? Are they not comfy?
No, you know, like socially, you wouldn't look out to place if you were a 21-year-old rocking around on a mobility scooter. You know,
right, I'm not 21, dude. You're just making me sound older.
But that's what mopeds are for. The mopeds are for the mobility scooters for young men, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't drive, so I ain't gonna. I'm happy with the speed of my walking. That's why I'll never get a mobility scooter or a moped.
Yeah, walking's fine. It's like when you're walking. Say if I gotta walk somewhere, it's like right, I can clear my brain before I get to the person that's gonna be like too much for that peaceful walk. Right, next one, Dean. Right. This one is it's a bit sad. It's not sad, but it's like this guy's a bit strange. This dad's daughter thinks he's in Africa, but he's actually self-isolating in the bottom of the garden. So
how did this story get leaked?
Well, there's a picture of the guy there, and he's just taking a selfie with him in the garden. And then I did see a video of it. His daughter is very young. So he's tricking like a 5-year-old maybe, and he's like, I'm sick of my kid, I'm sick of my wife or girlfriend, whatever. I'm just gonna put a caravan about the garden and just hide in it and pretend I'm in Africa.
So, does his wife read this website?
Hopefully not. What if they argued and he got kicked out?
How's this news? Who printed this? The Wales Online?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Oh my god, his daughter's 4.
Oh, the best news.
He feels it's way easier. He feels it was an easier way to explain it to a 4-year-old daughter. What? Explain why? You're hiding in the garden.
That he didn't want to be with her.
That's what I mean. I thought, you're a dad, you'll appreciate
What's his name?
that.
Let's name this guy.
No, because you'll go, oh, you can't name it.
I want to name him. I sound way deeper than that. What? No. Name and shame. What's his name?
Welsh. That's a too big word, Jesus Christ. Conservationalist. Julian Bayliss' daughter. So Julian Bayliss, I guess.
Julian Bayliss. He's telling his 4-year-old daughter that he's in Africa. So
I'm not gonna say the name of the daughter though, because
no, I don't think that's needed. But
Julian Bayliss,
he's hiding in the garden, and he's so happy with himself that he's managed to dupe a 4-year-old kid that he thinks this is newspaper worthy.
Like, this will be good for the news. I'd like to my 4-year-old.
This is historic prank. I'm robbing the kid of the ability to spend time with her dad.
This news is a bit like, have you seen Afterlife, Ricky Gervais' show? It's a bit like the random crap that's on there, innit? Like, what's that one? It's like on the show, it's like someone phones the newspaper thing to say that a stain on his wall looks like a celebrity or something.
Yeah, that's local news here, isn't it?
That's what I mean. It's this sort of
is like
stupid stuff.
But the thing is, right, these news pieces, they send, like you said in Afterlife, they send local reporters to the scene. So this person would have visited this man, Julian, and have to sit there while he explains how clever and funny he is, that he's, oh my god, what a piece of shit.
I should mention as well, this is during the lockdown. So he's
self-isolating, you said?
Yeah, he's locked down in, away from his family, pretending he's in Africa. I don't know, it sounds horrible. It sounds a bit...
Sounds like a piece of shit, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's just not a good... His kid looks so happy to Skype call him too.
You son of a bitch.
She looks so happy to talk to him, and he's just in the bottom of the garden drinking, probably.
Oh, what an asshole.
I knew this one would be the one that would get a reaction, because it's just a bit dodgy, isn't it?
It's not. Oh, whoever the wife is, leave him. Walk away from this guy.
That's what I mean. Maybe that's what happened.
Yeah.
He borrowed a camper van too.
I just pop around the house and borrow a camper van now.
Right. This is why it happened. Is he was working in Africa, but then he didn't say that he come back.
Oh, so you haven't seen this kid for ages. Oh my god.
He's been working in Africa, and then he come back, put a camper van in the bottom of the garden, and still pretending he's in Africa.
So didn't the wife wake up one morning and there was no camper van? Woke up the next morning, there's a big, huge camper van at the bottom of the garden. She didn't even ask any questions.
There's a picture of him taking, like I said earlier, taking a selfie of his garden, and it looks like, do you know when people got them gardens, and it's like, they got a couple greenhouses. It's like a big garden where they're planting stuff. It looks like they've got a massive long garden, and he's just chucked one right at the back, so it's hidden from the house.
Do you know what? If I was the reporter who went to visit him, right, I would have said, I'd had my notepad out and taken all his particulars, taken his story and said, this is gold. And on the way out, I'd have knocked the back door of the house and said, your dad's outside, love.
little 4-year-old girl, your dad's outside, and he's a piece of shit.
He's a piece of shit. Get a new dad.
Been lied to you for. It doesn't say how long it was. Oh no. The past few weeks he's been isolated. Yeah, so it doesn't actually say if they know he's down in the bottom of the garden now. Oh, he's gonna be in trouble when he does find out.
I don't think he cares. So what else we got? Is that the last one?
What's the We got a lot more, but this can go into like a second episode.
Well, let's round it off with one more then.
Right, this one I saw and I thought was a bit cute. It's a Wheels Online again. 2 antelopes are on the run from both wild animal kingdom. So
what's an antelope?
It's like a deer, pretty much.
Oh, I run into one when I was on a run once. Then
it's got pointy horns. One's white, completely white, and one's like a toffee brown with a white belly.
And they're on the run from the animal kingdom. That's every animal. They pissed off every animal.
No, I assumed it was like a safari park type thing. Is it like a zoo type thing?
I'd like it if the whole animal kingdom put a mark on them, and they'd all every time they goes past. Yeah,
dead or alive.
So where are they on the run? They've got out from this park then, have they? And they're just running around the streets.
2 antelopes have escaped from a scandal hit zoo.
Wow, we got a zoo in this country that I haven't heard of.
That's not the name of the zoo, is it? That's a weird name for a zoo.
Oh no, a scandal hit zoo. So it's a zoo who's had loads of trouble in the past then.
Yeah. So
have they found
a rescue team have been sent out to find the pair.
Oh, so they haven't found them as of the writing of this article?
I think so. It's weird. They must have, because there's photos of them wandering about.
Yeah, well, they'd have photos of them if they were in part of the zoo. I mean, when you go look, like number one, if you ever want to become a deer tracker, right?
Yes.
You got to get before photos because they kind of look the same. I'm not being racist, but all deers kind of look the same, right? So
no, but that's the thing. These two look like little troublemakers.
Yeah, but they would have had.
They don't look like a normal antelope, especially. Yeah, they don't look like normal antelope. It's weird.
Antelope? Why am I thinking of melons?
It is a type of fruit in it, but it's a different name. It's something lope.
Ah,
I think
that's confusing. Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Is that a type of cucumber? I'm gonna Google what a cantaloupe is.
It's a melon. I suppose melon's part of the cucumber family.
I don't think it is.
Well, it should be. They're obviously related. Perhaps we can introduce some cucumbers to melons because they're very similar. Like, cucumber is like the British melon, tasteless and grows in dirt.
A cantaloupe, Dean, do you know when you get watermelons, the green ones with red inside?
Yeah.
A cantaloupe is just a melon. It's just like green on the outside and yellowy orange on the inside.
So it's like what I said it was then, a melon.
Yeah, it's a stand. It's just a normal.
You said as if you were teaching me something. Then I told you it was a melon, and I said,
"And did you know?
Oh,
the
find out.
Rock melon, sweet
is part of the cucumber family."
Should we find out?
We need to find this out before we finish this
great.
podcast.
This is the thumbnail can just be a cucumber.
Oh, don't it? No cats will watch it then.
We need the cat views. Is a melon or is a cantaloupe?
What?
I was going to Google is a melon or a cantaloupe in the cucumber family.
Do it then. Why are you asking me if we're going to Google it?
Shall I say cantaloupe or shall I just say melon?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not helping you with a Google search.
Is a cantaloupe? Is a cantaloupe?
Is a cucumber a melon?
Oh.
We know a why would you go as specific as a type of melon being a cucumber? It's a South African cantaloupe, part of the cucumber family.
The melon family. Cucurbitacea.
A melon. Is a cucumber a melon? That's what it is it?
No, hang on, I'll have a look now. You're just rushing me and I got scared. No! Someone said no. Melons are in the fruit family and cucumbers, my friend, is not a fruit. This guy's angry.
Wow, I love it when people get pissed off and wrong.
It is indeed a vegetable.
It's like those people who you talk to and they like they think they're the only ones who know tomatoes are fruits. And they like, no, tomatoes not a salad, it's a fruit.
Dude, talking about cucumbers, after this guy's little angry rant, a thing popped up at the bottom saying, "What is the sexual advantages of eating cucumber?"
Wow.
Let's find out, shall we?
No.
No, it's not allowed to be.
Yeah. Don't click those links. Just be someone ramming a cucumber up their ass.
Okay.
So, hopefully this episode will give you a bit more news to digest other than the coronavirus epidemic that's going on.
You can't say
I just did, but we're not going to get many off this video anyway. So, with that in mind, this is clearly the wrap-up part.
It's season 2.
Yeah, this is season 2. Whatever.
But started to do that.
I'm assuming that we'll put together another episode in the next day or two, and we'll give you a bit more news to focus on that is not virus-based.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Some of it might be like stupid, but it's just the stuff that weren't the virus news.
I just want to thank everyone for listening to my show, and I'll be back online in what?
Yeah, Dean's show. This whole Dean's show. I didn't look at boring ass news to find the good stuff.
You want it to be your show? You do the intro and outro next time, weirdo.
Dean, when I'm editing this, I'll clip together a little thing of my intro.
There you go. That's better.
So we'll show everyone my failed intro, and then the proper intro you add. So, hang on, before we end, what is the name of this show series thing we're doing?
This is not part of season 2, because season 2 we had different plans for, but because we've been forced into a certain situation, we decided that we were going to help people through this period with random.
What we can do is season 1
spin-offs.
Season 1, season 2, all them will be playlists, and then we can just have a lockdown playlist.
Yeah, but shouldn't we be talking about this offline?
People need to know.
Okay, so this is not part of season 1 or season 2. Not that anybody's waiting for season 2. This is the spin-off. So thank you for listening to the When I Was Your Age podcast lockdown edition.
Bye. Right. Okay. Right. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Dan. Dean.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Well, we haven't got a name, Dean. It's like we haven't got a name for it yet.
Just say we're doing the lockdown show, or did you want this covered, you prick?
Well, yeah, but then as soon as I saw the start record thing, I got really nervous.
Yeah, but just any time, you just know to cut out the beginning.
Yeah, but this is good enough, isn't it?
What?